guys, I'm back with another video for you guys. So if you've never been to my channel, hello for the first time. Glad you stepped in to watch this video. I am going to show you guys some tips and tricks what I use for my watercolor. I haven't really shown you like how to do like my process of watercolor because it takes a very long time. My watercolor pieces are big. I like to go big. I hate doing smaller ones because I can't do the detail that I want in smaller ones. So yeah, I just want to show you guys what I do with that. So let's get to it. A few things you want to get, obviously. First, I'd like to talk about the watercolor paper. Make sure you get either something that says that it's watercolor paper, or look for the information on the paper. It should give you the weight of the paper and it should be 140. If you don't have 140, then most likely it's going to be very difficult for you, because when working with watercolor, your paper is going to go crazy. But you can prevent that. Is some blue painter's tape. Unfortunately, I do not have mine with me right now, so I cannot tape this down, so we're going to see how this goes. But whenever you're working with watercolor, you need to tape down your paper that you're using to a desk, a board, anything to keep it flat, because when you start working with your color, you're going to notice that your paper is going to start bending. Taping it down is going to help it stay straight once it dries. Like, it's still gonna, the paper's still gonna like bow in a sense, you know, it's gonna bend a little bit, but tape will definitely help you out. I just use blue tape around the whole thing, but I don't have my tape with me right now. It's at school, sadly, because I carry a bunch of crap to school and I like having a cubby. Don't judge me. The next thing, of course, are your brushes. Okay, get watercolor brushes, because watercolor brushes and acrylic brushes are completely different. You're gonna get different outcomes and everything with these, so definitely recommend getting some watercolor paintbrushes if you want to. If you just have normal paintbrushes, they'll work fine. But if you get some watercolor paintbrushes, it's gonna work real nice. These are real cheap. I actually got these through my high school. They never asked for them back, so I just kind of kept them. I don't know, what's the brand of these? Brownie. Yeah. Next thing, obviously, get some water. You don't have to have something like this. Dude, you just need a cup. And then last but not least, watercolor paint. Yes, it is a lot right now, but I also got this from my school. I should have returned it. I feel bad now. Oh well. They work pretty well for me. I mean, they're like student grade. They're not professional, but for your watercolor paint, just put like a pea size into your tray or wherever you're putting it, because you only need little amounts. And when I mean little, trust me. A little bit goes a long ways. Some plastic wrap, some paper towel, and if you have this is gonna help a lot. Rubber cement. Trust me, this thing is magical and will help your life forever if you do it the right way. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when starting any watercolor painting is to plan. Please plan. I learned when I don't plan, my artwork for watercolor, this is what happens. Okay, don't judge, guys. But this was me. Don't judge. That's what happened. Oh my god, I look so bad. I was like, I'm just gonna have some fun. Oh my gosh. And there we go. Yeah, plan. Or else something will happen like this. Different techniques that I use. So the first one is wet on wet. Yes, I know that sounds weird, and you know what? It's a technique, okay, of watercolor. Deal with it. First thing you do, get some water without any paint on your brush. Just take the water and put it in the desired area you want to. And then you're going to put water with your pigment of color that you want. So I want blue. And then you're literally just going to put it down. So that means that your paper is going to be wet and your paintbrush is going to be wet. Crazy, right? Wet on wet. Woo! I kind of do this normally for backgrounds or when I'm like building up my layers. This is called dry on wet. So your paper is dry and your paintbrush is wet with the pigment. So dry on wet, the paper is dry, your paintbrush is wet. Alright, so next one, what do you think it is? It's wet on dry. Alright, so this one, I don't know why this is a thing. I never really use this, but if you, oopsies, obviously it's kind of with what it means, you know? Wet on dry. So you're gonna have wet paper, but this is the trick. Then after you get your paper wet, dry your paintbrush, pick up the color, and then put it on the wet spot. I never use this. I don't know why. It's just so much time consuming and it takes forever. I don't know, you get some like harsh lines there. And then of course the last one is called dry on dry. So I use this a lot actually. I don't know, you get very nice texture with this. Texture, yeah. It's literally just using like the paint itself. So these are all some different things I've used, except for that one. I don't know why that's a thing because I just use that. Well, hello. As you can see, I didn't realize that my camera stopped recording. So I'm just gonna re-explain everything. We already did all of these. I did not get to that. I did blending the second one up. Okay, so I already explained that one. So the second one, I just redid it because it looked nicer, but I didn't explain that. So you put one color on one side and you put a color on the other side. You do not put any color in the middle. You add water to the middle and then slowly blend the two colors together. So I'll just redo these ones over again to show you guys what I do. But anywhere on your paper, put some rubber cement down and let that dry, and then we'll get back to that. So yeah. Okay, we could do splattering really quick. This is really easy to do. So take your paintbrush with your color on it. Actually, I should use a different color. I don't know. Let's mix it with this. Okay, so you have your color. Take another paintbrush or a pen or anything you have, and you're gonna tap it on top of it. And you're gonna get these cool little dots everywhere. And it's quite fun. Obviously, the bigger the brush you have, the more splats you can make. Alright, we'll do the rubber cement one next. So you're going to use the rubber cement for any of the highlights that you want on your painting. So you're going to take, like you're painting, like, I don't know, something, and you paint over that spot because you forgot about it. Well, luckily for you, you put rubber cement on there. When your paint dries, you can take off your rubber cement and there will be no color there. We're gonna let that dry. So after you've done your painting, you went over this one spot and this is where your highlight is. So basically, you peel this off and look at that. It's white paper. You don't have a color there. If you want to add color, go ahead. But that highlight in your painting, that it will still be safe and you won't have to worry about it. Or if you're like me and you're messy and you're like picking up like paint or water and then you accidentally like spill it on your painting. I can show you guys dripping again. That's really easy. You put lots and lots of water on one little area, lots of water, and then you're going to take it up, make sure you have something underneath it, you're going to tap, and I went in the exact same spot, okay, but that's dripping. So lifting off is literally the name of the game. You are painting, right? and you don't want color in that one area, or you want to make it a lighter shade, you either add water and it gets messy and you make watermarks everywhere, or 2, you take some paper towel and you can try to lift it off. See how that works? The thing is about this is that you're gonna have to work fast because it can dry very fast if you don't take it off in time. Paper wrap, really quick. Paper wrap, plastic wrap, what am I saying? So you can use this for some interesting things. Crinkle it up and you can dab it in your paint and you can make that texture with it. I don't know if you can really see, but like I did here, I'm not gonna redo it because it took forever just to do that. But you put your paint down, you're gonna crinkle up your paper wrap, your plastic wrap, and place it on the paint. And once it dries, you rip it off and you're gonna get these lovely lines. The only thing is that you do not have control over these lines, so yeah, you just use this for texture wise. I don't know what you do want to use that on. Maybe some like, I don't know, like an ocean scene, that'd be interesting. Layering. I don't know if I cut that part out too, but we can do that really quick. Probably a better way to do that. So you have to make sure obviously that it's going to be dry. Alright, well that's not drying. We're gonna do another thing while we're waiting. Is using salt. Yes, I know. Salt. It's insane. I forgot to tell you guys to get it too, so go get some salt. I feel like I don't have enough right now to show you guys because I really want to show you. So this can make an interesting effect. So you put your salt on top of it. So you're gonna let that dry. I think our layering is dry. I can show you guys. Alright, so when you're layering, make sure you do not have a lot of water on your paintbrush. If you have a lot of water in your paintbrush, it's going to make watermarks. And you do not want that. Unless you're, I don't know, that's your style. I normally just lightly start adding the color into it. You can kind of tell, I did not put a lot of blue on that. Oh well, but that's layering. We're just waiting for the salt to dry now, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's really interesting. Alright, well, I think it's mostly dry. Kinda, you know, kinda. But then you're supposed to just take the salt off. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know. I didn't let it dry all the way and there's more water on that side, so those are... Well, we did everything. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. If you're here and you liked my video, or if you want me to do some more videos like this, of like techniques and stuff, leave a like. And subscribble. That's a new thing. I'm gonna make that a thing, subscribble. Like and subscribble, it's not subscribe. If you know, scribbles and subscribe. Scribble and subscribe. Scribble line. Dude, I need to make like a little like logo thing that says the scribble line. Scribble line. Not the scribble line. That sounds dumb, right? Scribble line. That sounds like, yeah. So, scribble line. Scribble line. Down below. Leave a comment, you know, if you like it. So I hoped everything that I did maybe will help you to start doing watercolors and everything, or give it a try, because first when I did art, I never did watercolor. Like, I thought watercolor was stupid and acrylic was like the best, and now I'm like, no, watercolor is the best and acrylic is trash, like delete it, no. So hope you guys see the same way as me. Well, see you next time, guys. Bye!